This incident happened a long time ago when I was about 23. I was living alone at the time. It was a fairly large house considering I was the only one living there. My bedroom was on the second floor. The house had an attic, and the entrance to the attic was from the closet in my bedroom. It was a weird setup given that I had to slide open the upside closet panel and then bring down a ladder like thing to get up the attic. Who came up with such a weird layout, I don't know. Little did I know at the time that this was going to be something that would save my life one day. One night, I was sleeping in my room. It had to be 2 or 3 in the morning when I was awakened by my backside door being shut. I was in deep sleep at the time, so for a moment I was wondering if I actually heard something or if it was just my imagination. It went completely silent for a minute or two, so I just gave it as my imagination and was just about to go back to sleep. Suddenly, I heard a loud noise as if glass was shattered by someone. I was freaking out. There was no way I was going to go out to check what was going on. As I was lost in my thoughts, I heard rapid, aggressive footsteps coming up the stairs. That is what scared me the most. It was not someone sneaking up trying to be as quiet as possible. No, whoever it was had no intentions of being quiet and had no problem with making his presence known to me. I quickly got out of my bed and ran towards my closet door, all the while hearing the other bedroom doors being opened and closed by the intruder. I shut the closet door and pulled down the ladder. As I was on my last step, I heard the bedroom door open. I was so freaked out that I jumped in my attic and shut the panel hard. It was a terrible mistake, I know. He must have heard it too, as the first thing he did was open the closet. I could hear him aggressively going through my closet in an attempt to find me. I was praying really to God that he should not find my attic door. My attic was completely empty, and if he were to find his way up, there was nowhere I could have hidden. After hearing my clothes and other contents of my closet being shuffled for a long time, he finally gave up and moved towards, I guess, my bed. After what felt like an hour, left my room. He also left the house because I heard my front door getting shut loudly. After being sure that he had actually left the house, I finally came down. My bedroom was completely ransacked, and so were the other rooms. I quickly called the police and told them about the intruder. Surprisingly, after telling the operator about my address, she said that she had received 2 more calls about the same intruder a few minutes before, and the police were already reaching at the scene. This scared me even further. Within a few minutes, 2 police cars were at my home. The officers were asking if I knew where the man went. A few of them went about searching in my backyard and my neighbor's backyard too. After about an hour, I finally heard the most relieving news I've ever heard. 2 police officers came up to my house and informed me that the intruder was finally caught. He was found hiding in one of the backyards of neighboring houses further down the road. After pressing a bit for more details, the officers told me that the man was mentally unstable and had run away from a mental asylum a few blocks away. They said they even found a knife with him. That knife part really sent shivers down my spine. I thanked the officers and they left. In the morning, the first thing I did was to check my front door and the back door. The most disturbing thing was the door locks were not broken. I had also not left them unlocked, as I have the habit of making sure my doors and windows are locked before going to sleep. I am sure they were locked. This was enough to prove that the man, even though being unstable, was potentially dangerous and sound enough to break into someone's house and causing them harm. It just scares me to think that had I not gotten in my attic at the moment I did, the man would have easily got me. I am really grateful I made it out alive. Me and my brother Jake used to go to my grandparents' ranch for our vacation. We were used to living in cities, so anytime we used to get to stay away from the toxic city environment was bonus to us. Plus, our grandmother made really nice dishes for us when we were there. All in all, those were some of the best days of our life. However, one particular incident did scare us, keeping us away from the ranch for a long time. Sun had just set in, and my grandmother was preparing for our dinner. She sent Jake down to the basement to get something. It took unusually long for Jake to come back, so I went in to look for him. I was halfway down the stairs when I saw him coming back. I asked what took him so long, and he said he heard some scraping noises from the other side of the basement door. My grandfather overheard us and assured us that it might be rats making the sound. He told us he came just from outside and there was no one out there. Even I did not take this seriously, but I can say that it really bothered Jake as he looked visibly disturbed. We had dinner and went back to our rooms. I was tired and went to sleep quickly. It was well past midnight when Jake woke me up. He said he could hear someone walking around the house. I was getting irritated and made it clear that it wasn't funny anymore. As I completed my sentence, even I heard someone walking on the grass surrounding our house. Those were quiet but deliberate footsteps. I quietly reached the bedroom window and peeked out. To my horror, I saw a man dressed in complete black making his way towards the main door. We quickly got out of the room and ran towards our grandparents' room as quickly as possible. My grandfather woke up and after listening what we saw, he was really furious. We always knew he was protective about the ranch, but it was the first time we saw him this angry. He brought out his shotgun and angrily went towards the front door, cursing all the way. It was enough for the man to know he was in trouble. My grandfather opened the door and saw the man running away. In the years following the incident, he told us he had clear view of the man and could have easily shot him. But as angry as he was, his heart did not allow him to kill a man, so instead he fired a warning shot in the air. We were so scared that we hardly had any sleep that night. It was also disturbing enough for us that we did not go back to the ranch for a year or two. Almost a decade has passed since this incident. My grandfather passed away during this time, and my grandmother also gave up living on the ranch for the sole reason that she did not feel safe living on that deserted ranch all alone. I still freak out to this day thinking what would have happened if my grandfather was not present when this intrusion occurred. This incident happened at a time when I was still living with my parents. We used to live in a relatively safe neighborhood. However, during the last few years we lived there, petty thefts and other crimes were on the rise. Hence, my father had installed motion sensing cameras outside our house just to be safe. My parents used to work night shifts, so I had gotten used to staying alone in the house at night. One particular weekend night, I was up until late playing games. I had my headphones on and was fully immersed in my game when I suddenly noticed the motion sensor lights turn on. I got up from my bed and peeked out of the window but did not see anyone. I opened my window a little and looked on both sides, but still no one. As I was about to go back, I saw our neighbor's cat in our front yard. That did explain why the motion sensor lights turned on. I went back and again put on my headphones. 10 or 15 minutes later, I thought I heard some muffled sound over the game I was playing. I removed my headphones and listened. Someone was knocking on our front door. I looked at the clock and saw that it was 2 in the morning. I was confused that who might be up at our front door so late at night. I once again peeked out the window and saw that it was my dad at the door. I was relieved and came out of my room to open the door and let him in. All the lights were turned off, but still, from the corner of my eye, I saw someone hiding behind our dining table. I quickly ran to the front door and told my father about it. He told me to stand there and he went inside to look for himself. Suddenly, I heard my dad screaming at someone. I also realized that I should have called police a long time ago. I quickly got to the police and they were at our house within 10 minutes. By that time, my father was also back outside. He told the police that as he went in, the intruder tried to attack him at first. My dad fell on the floor due to the sudden attack, and the intruder took this chance to run out of the back door. I also remembered the motion sensor lights turning on not long ago. I told the police about this too. Unfortunately, neither me nor my dad saw his face. The police said that there was nothing they could do more than searching our house once just to be sure that no one else was hiding in our house. They also told that they would keep patrolling our area for the night. The only thing that freaks me out till this day is what might have happened if my dad had not returned early from work that night.